till the music stops and you pull me close. Lose control from head to toe tonight. Oh, tonight. I'll be loving you. Different place. Different place. I'm by your side, always watching over you. Within your heart, I trade your chance for you. So light your spark, let the music take you higher. Just take my hand, there's nothing left to feel. Ignite your heart and soul, and we fly beyond the noise. We fight beyond belief and faith, and you see your dreams come true. Be strong and fight. Let's go to new adventure. I'm by your side, always watching over you. Ever higher than before. Now we fly beyond the night. Watching over you.
murdered his father. The father purchased the rifle used in the crime at his local gun store 2 days earlier. That's when the shooting took place while the man was returning it home on the Sunday afternoon. The day of the crime, the father had been shot in his car, returning the rifle and shot
俺の見果てに壊された理想
If I could only reach you for your hand, if Memphis could be hard just to call your name, couldn't run away from all the darkness of my heart. Memories feel like another life. I concept Jesus was put by fate. Lady at the end, but can we fly beyond once more? Take a bow. Let me